Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Today is the last Friday of the month, and I don't know, I just feel like this year is already going so fast. So, thank you guys for joining today. My name is Diana Sanchez with the wonderful team Elite Realty and Keller Williams, and today we are going to talk about something that can literally save you thousands of dollars when buying a home, and that is getting a third party inspection. Yes, even if the home is new, yes, even if the builder says that everything is fine, and even if the house looks perfect, my job is to protect your investment. So I will always suggest that you get a third party inspection. And let me explain why this is so important. So, what is a third party inspection? So, a third party inspection means that you hire your own licensed inspector. As your realtor, I can recommend companies that we worked with in the past, or you can shop around, you can do your own research, and it's your decision to hire your own licensed inspector. Um, this inspector, since you're hiring the inspector, this inspector works for you. They don't work for the seller, they don't work for the builder, and they don't work for the bank, and they don't work for the realtor. So they're going to work for you. Their job is to protect your investment. So now you may ask yourself, what are the things that the inspector is going to look for? So there's many things, right? And I'm just going to give you guys a brief list of what the inspection looks like and what is that they're going to inspect. So they will inspect the roof, and they're going to inspect the foundation, plumbing, electrical systems, HVAC, the attic, the structure, and safety concerns. One of the biggest, this one, purchasing a home is one of your biggest decisions and one of your biggest purchases in your life. So you don't want to skip an inspection. You want to make sure that you're protecting yourself. And one of the biggest myths that there is out there is that it's a new house, I don't need an inspection. But honestly, here's the truth. New does not mean perfect. So make sure you remember that. New does not mean that it's perfect. You gotta remember, the builders, they work fast. There's a lot of people working on the house, building your house at the same time. Mistakes can happen, details get overlooked, and the builders, they go through a lot of different inspections. The city inspections, they only check for compliance codes. They're not detailed quality inspections. So some examples, and I'm going to give you guys a few examples when you're buying new and when you're buying resale. So my experience, what I've seen with brand new homes is that there are plumbing leaks, there's electrical issues, there may be missing some insulation, HVAC system problems, and most buyers will not notice this type of things on their own. So that's why it is recommended that you get that third party inspection. And that's why it matters. And another reason why it matters, if we go on a resale example, is because on resale homes, once you had your third party inspector, and let's say that there were some things that were found on the home, at that point your realtor can negotiate the repairs. So we can go back to the seller and say, hey, this is what we found during the inspection. We would like to negotiate that these repairs are done before we proceed. We can also ask for a credit, and I'm just making up a number, right? Let's say that the repairs could possibly cost around $10,000. So we could either ask the seller to give you a credit of $10,000 so that way you can do the own repairs, or you can also negotiate the price of the home. So that's why, again, the inspection will give you the power to decide. Now, for new construction, the examples that I've seen is that there are a few things, and we're gonna have some pictures, we're gonna have some slides. And for what I've seen, what is the advantage for new construction? So the builder will have to fix the issues before we close. So that way you move in with confidence that everything has been taken care of before you move in. So you avoid surprises and future expenses. As a realtor, again, my job is to protect you and to help you buy the house. Um, I want my clients to be sleeping peacefully, knowing that everything is okay with their house and that they feel comfortable. Um, Now, some people may ask, or they can say, well, I really don't want to spend a lot of money because I'm already, investing some of my money. So you may ask, how much does an inspection cost? So the cost of the inspection is going to vary depending on when the house was built and the size of the house. But to give you a range, it can go anywhere from $300 to $600. But that little small investment can save you thousands of dollars in the future. And unfortunately, skipping an inspection just to save you either $300 to $600 could potentially hurt your pockets in the future. Let's just put it as an example. Like, you wouldn't go just buy a car without, checking the history of the car, like the Carfax, to see if the car has been in accidents. You would at least, even if you're not a mechanic, you would at least will try to open or turn on the car to see if it's running. So it's like the same thing with the house. You want to check for any potential issues that the house may already have. Um, so when you work with me, when you work with a realtor, I would always recommend a third party inspection. Always. I don't care if it's a new construction, I don't care if the house looks perfect. It is my responsibility to protect your investment. So make sure that you find the right inspector, make sure that you are comfortable, and again, the inspector is advocating for you. It's not advocating for the realtor, it's not advocating for the builder. So if you already purchased a house and for some reason, and it's a new house, and for some reason you didn't get an inspection at the beginning, most of the builders offer a warranty, and it's usually a 1 year warranty. So you could potentially still do an inspection before the 12 months is due. So that way, if there's anything going on with the house that could still fall under warranty, you can submit those items to be repaired under the warranty before your warranty expired. So if you have any questions, or if you're planning to buy a house in the future, or if you know someone who is planning to buy a house, please share this helpful information. If you guys have any questions, give me a call and I will be more than happy to help you. And I hope that this information was helpful, to you. And thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great rest of your Friday.